Editing Lexi here. As I'm editing and as I'm editing my TikTok and posting this video and stuff, I came to realize that I was saying the name wrong. It is Cheeryep. I wish for some reason was saying Cheeryep. I don't know why. I think it's because I was like distracted with these or like the red in my hair. I don't know what was going on, but it's Cheeryep. So I'm gonna just put this disclaimer here that I was saying it wrong this whole time, and well, I'm not re-recording that entire YouTube video, so just know that it is Cheeryep. And I'm gonna go re-record my one TikTok talking about it now because I was saying the name wrong. Anyways, enjoy the video. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial and a little bit of a review as well, but it's kind of part of the behind the scenes for TikTok as well because I got a makeup palette sent to me by the company that the makeup palette is from is by Cheeryep, and I got reached out to by C Beauty Mall on TikTok, and they were like, hey, you know, do you want to do like a little collab type of thing? And I was like, absolutely, are you kidding me? Makeup? Yes, hello. And to try it out, hello, yes. I love doing these. I've done one before and I'm excited to do it again. So I figured I gotta make a TikTok and I gotta make a YouTube video. So I'm kind of like combining the videos all in one on YouTube. So you guys get to see me do the longer form of the makeup and TikTok gets the shorter one, and I kind of get two birds with one stone. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna open this. I'm also gonna make a TikTok over here. I've got my phone set up here on my little tripod stand thing. So I'm gonna be over here filming the TikTok, and then I'm gonna be talking to you guys when I'm not filming the part, so you can kind of see what that looks like a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the video portion here for the TikTok, and I'm actually going to open this up, and I'm really excited. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna open this up on TikTok and do just like a little and open it up type of thing, and then once it's open and I pause the actual TikTok video, I will go through and talk more to you guys about this. So let the awkward silence begin while I film this TikTok. Also, it's so weird to be like filming myself filming a TikTok because like, I don't know, I've seen it in the wild, like I've seen people filming TikToks, like when I've walked by, I've seen them doing it, and I'm like, ooh, I could never do that like I just don't have the confidence to publicly film something. So it's weird to me filming myself filming a TikTok. I can't imagine doing it in public, but anyways, let's get on to the TikTok right now. Okay, let me just open this part here and then film me pulling it out of the thing. All right, get rid of that. Ah, it's so pretty. Look at this. This packaging is gorgeous. Look at this. Well, it's in, let me get the plastic off of this really quick because it's wrapped in plastic, which I kind of like. I like that the palette is wrapped in plastic to kind of protect the actual box itself from stuff. Ugh. Look at this. Oh my god, I love that. Do you see this? Do you see that? I know the sun's a little glary, but like, it's so pretty. Oh, I love this. Okay, let me get this actually out of the, that's the only thing I hate is sometimes it's hard to, oh wait, there we go, there's a little lift thing over here. Sometimes packaging is so tight, like it's hard to get things out, but okay, let me pull this out on TikTok really quick. Get it set up here so I can just easily slide it out. Ooh, it's very sleek. It's very slim. I like that. I like that it's very sleek and very slim. Look at that. Perfect for ASMR too. I don't do ASMR content. That would be way too much. Okay, let's open this up. Oh, I should probably take the plastic out first. Oh shit, let me delete that. let me just take out this plastic piece so it's not falling everywhere. But I do like that they came with a protective sleeve for the eyeshadow. That's really cool. Not a lot of palettes come with this, and I like when palettes come with this. It's just an extra protection. So, okay. Look at these colors, you guys. Look at these colors. They're all shimmery too. They're gorgeous. Oh my god. Oh, I love this. Let me peel off the thing for the mirror. Because we love a good mirror. Look at the mirror. Say hi to yourselves. I don't know if you can see yourselves, but like, hello. Look at these colors. Ooh, okay, I can't wait to swatch these. Okay, I gotta figure out how I'm going to... I think what I'm going to end up doing is just swatching them all for you guys on camera here, and then I'll just show the full swatch on TikTok instead of doing individual swatches. Although I could possibly do the individual swatches like that. I could do that. That could work. That could work. How many colors are there in this? Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4. 16 colors. That's actually really good. Okay. I hate to go through, I hate to disturb the when you get a new shadow and you have to go through and you have to like, I hate disturbing it, but it must be done. It must be done. Okay. Let me get out a baby wipe so I can wipe my finger off in between colors. So that way it's a fresh wipe each time. Do you see these so far? These shimmers? I love it. I love it. I love it. So pretty. So pretty. Nice blue. Ooh, this is a nice blue. Look at this blue. Look at that blue. Camera's up. There we go. Look at that blue. Pretty blue. Pretty blue. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit this down. Edit it down. I like this green too. This like really nice green. Look at that. So good. So good. Move it here. Ugh. Oh, the swiping. Oh, the swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Okay, we're halfway through. Halfway through. Ooh, this is a nice icy blue. It's a really pretty color. I love that. Oh, my finger. That's the one thing that like I both love and hate about TikTok is the amount of time it takes and how like you gotta make the content for the TikTok look good, and sometimes it's so hard. Like I'll sit here for like an hour trying to figure out how to make it. Like this morning I was sitting with my boyfriend talking about how I'm going to do a YouTube video and a TikTok simultaneously, and I was like, let me just do a makeup tutorial and a behind the scenes on TikTok all in one go. Oh god. Ooh, I really like that. Look at that. I'll show you guys these closer up once I'm done with the swiping of this. My whole arm is just covered in, it's shimmery, shimmery, shimmery. Okay. Look at that orange. Oh my god. I love that. Huh. And the formula for this is so freaking great. I gotta stop looking in the viewfinder. I'm looking in the viewfinder. I should be looking at you guys. But the formula for this is so creamy and soft. And oh my god, is this pigmented. Holy crap. Ooh, this is a darker emerald green. Like that other green was like a lighter emerald green. This is like a much darker green. Ooh, I like that. Two more colors. We're on to our final two. Woo! Alright. Last color. Here we go. This is the last color. Oh, I got shimmer all over me. Okay. So these are the colors. Let me start here. So can you see how shimmery they are? And like how pigmented they are? I love it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. The first few shades are a lot more of a lighter, like you can see, they're a lot more of a lighter, so I would consider these top coat colors or colors that would go on top of shadows because they're more sheer. But the rest of these, oh my god. Are you kidding me? Okay, let me do a TikTok. Okay, let me wipe this off my arm now. Baby wipes to the rescue. I'm gonna have shimmer all over my freaking arm. Which is fine, I don't mind. I like shimmer. I like a good shimmery, glittery glitter. I like a good shimmer. Shimmer. Okay. Now, to do a makeup look. And I've got my brand new brushes, which I made a TikTok about. I got these, a pack of 24 on clearance at TJ Maxx for 10 bucks. Are you kidding? Are you serious? Okay. All right. Okay. Now I gotta figure out what colors I want to do. Maybe I shouldn't have swiped that off, so I could have used that as like a palette to look. Okay. Anyways, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of like a take on Cruella de Vil because I've got this split. Let me adjust here. I've got this split one piece, right? Half white, half black, and it reminds me of Cruella de Vil. So I'm thinking of doing like my version of Cruella de Vil. God, my chair is so creaky. I need to get a makeup chair. But I'm thinking of doing like a fun version of Cruella de Vil. So I'm trying to think, what colors do I want to do? I kind of, even though it's kind of like Cruella de Vil themed, I'm really liking the orange and the greens, but like I also like the blues. I think I'm gonna do something a little bit unusual. I think I'm gonna do, God, I don't know, because I really like this orange. Like this orange is gorgeous, right? Love that orange. But I kind of feel like I should use this color as like one of the main colors. So I'm thinking if I combine these two, right, to give that Cruella de Vil effect. But I want to mix another color in there. I could do something with these four, but I feel like that's too much. Like, is it gonna focus? Oh, it's gonna focus. I feel like that's too much dark for my lid. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna use the one silver. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of blue. I think I'm gonna use a little bit of the black. So I'm gonna do like a black, a silver, and a blue. Although I have red hair, so like, you know what? We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna dive right in for it. I've already prepped, like my base makeup is done, my foundation is done, my brows are done. So I've done that. So I think I'm just gonna go in with the shadows, and let me just make sure that like there's no creasing on my eyelid. I think I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna just have to go for it and just see what I can do. See what I can do. I don't know if I want to use a black. I want to stay away from black. I think I want to use a little bit of that pinky red here because I've got the red hair. So I think I'm gonna do something like with the silver, with the red, maybe mix in an icy blue. Ooh. Oh, this is so hard to decide. All right, again, we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna dive right in. I think I'm gonna do the sheer color for like the inner main part of my lid here. And then I'm going to darken up and use the color here. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I don't wanna put too dark of color up in here and then have it be like way too dark. So let me check my TikTok and see what it looks like so far. Maybe I'll get rid of the individual swatchings and just keep, well, no, because the individual swatching is cool, but maybe I'll get rid of the individual swatching and just keep the main swatching. Because like, even though I like the individual swatching parts, it's filling up way too much. It's making the TikTok way too long. So I think I'm just going to get rid of those and just stick to the full swatching section. Now that I've got that done, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to take, I'm gonna take a flat brush to do the inner corner here, like this this little soft, somewhat flat but not completely flat brush. I'm gonna take it into this color. I'm gonna put that on the corner areas of my lid. Right in the inner corner, because I want the inner corner to be shimmery, but I don't want it to have too much color, because I feel like that would, I feel like if I put the silver all over the lid, it may not work. We'll see. I mean, this is sheer enough that if I want to put it on the inner, if I want to cover it up, I can. But I think I want to try to keep, wow, look at how that applies. That applies so smoothly. Holy crap. Holy crap. It's sheer enough that like there's not gonna be too much color, which I don't like a whole lot of color on my inner corners if I'm gonna be doing darker color on the outside, because then it's just, for me, it's too dark. It's too dark. Too much going on. Okay, so now that I'm going to take all my used brushes and set them on front of me instead of putting them back, so I know which ones I've used. So I'm going to go in with the silver now. The silver is going to go right on the outer corner. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use a fluffier brush for that. I'm going to use a small fluffier brush just so I can get more precise and it's not so big, you know? And now we refill. Now we've got that on the brush, let's just, oh, that's nice. That's a nice color. Oh, I like that color. Oh, that's so shimmery on the lid. Whew. I have extremely hooded eyes, so I have to watch. I tend to have to, when I do my makeup, I can't do it like this or like that. I have to do it a little bit like that, but then I have to open my eye and check and see where the hood is. Because otherwise, all the shadow will disappear. So I have to put it just slightly above the hood and the crease, just so that way you can still see it, but not so high up that it's at my brow. You know what I mean? I think I want to make it go up a bit more, because I feel like Cruella would have a wing, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm going to up it and do that. I want to make it go out slightly. You know what I mean? Like, see how it's taking shape now? I'm gonna fix it with like concealer and stuff too when I'm done, but I feel like Cruella would have a wing. I feel like Cruella being a villain and all, she would want like that hot sexy wing, you know? that fun sexy wing. Gotta bring my mirror closer, because otherwise I'm gonna have to sit like this to see. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna bring my mirror closer to me. There we go. Now let's just do the other eye. Okay. My left eye is my best eye. Like whenever I do makeup, my left eye always comes out the best. I don't know why that is, but it just is. Okay. Now we've got that done. I do want to add some red. Now that I'm looking at it, I want to add a little bit of red. So I'm going to take this smaller brush, like this really, really small flat brush, as you can see. I'm going to add some red, but I'm going to add the red. I'm going to add the red like, I want to add it into the corner and blend it in with everything a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. Back to TikTok. Okay. I was gonna add, I could add it to the middle of the lid, right? To the corner. Ooh. The middle might be fun. Like a, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna add it. Just gonna add it in. We're just gonna add it in. I think we're just gonna add it in and blend it in with the silver a bit. That's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna blend this thing. Let's see how well these blend. That's gonna be the biggest thing, is whether or not, because a lot of times creamy, shimmery shadows don't blend well together. And oh my goodness, do you see how well this is blending? This is blending out so well. Oh, I love it. So the red overpowered the silver, so I'm gonna go back in with the silver in a minute. I'm gonna go back in with the silver. All right. Dropping brushes. Okay. So I added the silver back in a bit to darken it up around here. I'm not too worried about it looking blotchy like it is currently, because I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna fix that and make it all nice and sharp. But I like this. This is turning out good so far. I love this formula on this palette. It is so creamy. It's crazy creamy. Okay. I'm gonna take a fluffier brush and I'm just gonna blend the top part a bit more, just so it's a little bit more blended and it's not so rough and everything. Okay. Now that I've got it where I want it to be, I'm going to add a little bit of black. I say little because I don't want a whole lot, but I feel like it's gonna end up turning into a little bit more than I want. So, let's go. Okay. Obviously we're using the darker color here. This color here. And we're gonna do, how do I wanna do this? I think we're gonna go in and we're just going to define it a bit more with the darker one. Just going to define the shape a little bit on the outer side. I'm just gonna use it on the outer corners here to define what I want to define, you know what I mean? To define the outer parts. And then I'm gonna blend it in. I'm gonna use a smaller one. I'm gonna use this one. This one's slightly fluffy, as you can see, but it's still like thin enough, so I'm gonna use this to just do the darker section, which I want to mostly be the outer part. It looks so messy, but you know what? We love messy makeup. That turns into nice makeup. You know what I mean? We love a messy look that turns into a nice clean look. We love it. We love it. So I'm going to use this only on the outer parts, again, to define the outer part and to make it look darker. Oh, we're gonna have so much cleanup to do. So much cleanup because it's so splotchy. But you know what? That's okay. Like I said, splotchy will look pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go through with my baby lip now and just kind of crisp it up. There we go. Look at that nice crispy cut. Nice crispy cut. Where's my blendy? Blendy, blendy. Blendy, 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 blendy. Now we're gonna go in with some foundation just to clean that up a little bit. It came with like this really super flat, can you see? Really super flat brush, which I'm going to use to just boop. And it's not gonna matter too much because I'm not gonna have my hair up. I'm actually gonna do my hair, I'm gonna do it down. So you won't really be able to see the parts that I concealed. Which would be nice. It won't be as noticeable with my hair down as up, so. Okay, now to just get it on film here, my little TikTok. Okay, and then we're just going to beauty blend that in. Boop, 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 boop. So it's all nice and blended with everything else. Ooh, it looks good on camera too. Or on my like TikTok camera, my phone camera. Of course it looks good on camera, you guys can see it. Okay, now we're going to tight line the top and the bottom lid because I feel like we're gonna do Cruella, but we're gonna do like Sexy Cruella. Sexy Cruella has like both her top and her bottom lines lit, you know? Her lines lit, ooh, lids lined. Okay. I know I do this in a very, very weird way. I don't like to pull on my lids too much, so I try not to. Now we're gonna use the liquid liner and create beautiful cat eye. A beautiful, beautiful cat eye. This is going to take a minute, so I might have to do this off camera. So there's no way I can do this on camera because I get super close to the mirror. So I feel like Cruella has like really high cat eyes. Like I know that she's a dog person, but I feel like the cat eyes will just be ginormous, you know? Look at that. Ginormous Cruella cat eye. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now do the other eye. Okay, this one's a little thicker, but you know what? Again, with the hair down, you won't really be able to notice, hopefully. And with the lashes on, because honestly, I don't feel like we're doing it. We're just gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. Mascara, and then lashes. I think I've got the big lashes somewhere. I do. I've got the thick lashes. Look at these. Cruella lashes all the way. Okay. Let me do the mascara really quick. Because I'm blonde, so I need to do my mascara. I'm not too worried about getting it perfect again. I'm going to have lashes on, so you won't really be able to see my actual lashes. I just want to make sure that they're coated well. Do I do the bottoms? You know, I'm going to do the bottoms. I'm going to do them. Oh, I got on my nose. On my nose. And now we're gonna do blush. I feel like Cruella doesn't have a lot of blush, but I feel like if she did have blush, it would be not like a brighter blush. It would be like a much more darker, kind of like a this blush. It would definitely be a bit of a darker blush. Nothing too crazy in the blush department. I feel like we're looking at just some simple blush. Some simple blush. I don't contour. I feel like maybe Cruella would contour a little bit, but I don't personally contour. I don't like contouring, not my favorite thing, so I just did not do it for this video. Is it too much? Is it too much? I don't think it's too much. I don't think there's no such thing as too much for Cruella at all. Ever. I don't think there's too much at all. Blush blindness does not exist with Cruella. What is that thing on TikTok? The lioness does not concern herself with how much blush is applied to the cheeks. Alright, I'm gonna use my setting spray and just mist it all. Now for the big boys. Oh, mist in my lungs. Now for the big boys. Okay. There's my last tweezers? Lash tweezers? Lash tweezers. Oh my god. Oh, now where's my glue? Oh, there it is. Always keep your makeup stations clean, ladies and gentlemen. Not that I would take my own advice, but you know. Oh, I have to clean these lashes up. They got so much glue on them. Oh, so much glue. Actually, I have to sit here probably like tonight or something and clean the glue off of these because there's just so much freaking glue, and wash the lashes. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Not to let it dry. Or get tacky at least. Wave it around. Wave your lash in the air like you just don't care. Alright. That should be enough. Let's apply this baby. Oh no, stick. Stick. Not to my tweezers, please. Stick to my lid. I would appreciate that more. Okay, more like my lash line, please and thank you. Not my actual lid. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh no. Lash emergency. It's falling off. No. Why are you not cooperating? Stick please, thank you. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. There we go. I got it. We're okay. We're okay. No. Stick to my lid. Stick to the lid, not my tweezers. One lash done. That took me like what, 20 years? Oh my god, my shirt keeps unbuttoning. It's got this one button, but it's one of those like really small loose buttons. So like when I move wrong it unbuttons and I'm like, no, stop. I don't need that to be seen. I really gotta wash these lashes. Oh boy. There we go, perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now we're gonna do a red lip because Cruella has a red lip. I know she does. I absolutely know Cruella has a red lip. So what we're going to do is I have three choices. Rimmel London in the shade 550 Play with Fire. So we have this red that we could do. We could do NYX Professional Makeup Shine Loud in the color Rouge. Rouge. This one. Or we could do Maybelline New York in a shade. That's not the shade I want. That's not the shade that I want. They're both good. Okay, so we can either do the shade 20 or 340 for Maybelline, but I think I'm gonna go with, I think the shade 20 Pioneer is gonna be too light, too much of a pink red. So 340 Exhilarator would be the choice. So those are the 3 choices we have. I think I'm just gonna swatch them really quick and just see which red I like the best. Because the NYX one is my go-to because it lasts so long, it fits so well. Rimmel London is a second, and I think that Maybelline would be my third choice for a red lip color. Okay, so those are the 3 choices that we have. Can you see? Can you see? It's not picking it up super well. I think it is. I can't tell. I think I'm gonna go with Maybelline for this one, just because the other ones are not as dark as I would like them to be. The other ones are more of like a bright true red, and the Maybelline one is a darker red, which is what I want. So we're gonna go with the darker red. Make sure my lips are wiped off. Get my lip balm off, my Aquaphor. Do my lips. Oh no. Oh no. Cold lipstick. Cold lipstick. Okay. There we go. That's as good as it's gonna get. I'll take it. Oh, I gotta do the TikTok. Forgot the TikTok existed. Alright, I'm gonna go do my hair off camera because I'm gonna do a little bit of a curl situation. And then I will come back and show you guys like what it looks like all put together. So it's not just like messy hair and stuff, but let me go do my hair and I'll be right back. Lighting has changed slightly since I've been gone for like 20 minutes doing my hair. So I curled it, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to use my fingers and kind of like lightly pull apart the curls here. Nothing too crazy at first, just lightly pull them apart. Since they've had time to cool down, I'm gonna multiply them, pulling them apart. And I'm gonna finger brush, just finger brush through. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to use my Got to Be Glued spray and just do a quick mist, real quick, comb through it. Give it a nice little wave. See, nice little wave. I only did the front side section. I didn't do the back because honestly, I don't feel like doing my whole head of hair, to be quite fair. I'm also not going anywhere, so I don't feel the need to do my whole head of hair with it. Separate it, give it a few finger curls, give it a quick spray. Usually I would do more hairspray than this, but since I'm not actually going anywhere, I don't want to put too much in. Boom. There we are. My cherry red Cruella de Vil. I like the way this looked, and I love this palette, to be fair. Like, I love this palette. Like, the eyeshadow is really creamy. It's easy to blend. It's super soft. The shimmer is nice. It's not like that type of like glitter shimmer where you can feel the bits. Like, this is just purely creamy, like, shimmer. I love this. This is great. I need to get the other palettes that they have now, because if all of their palettes are this good, where have I been? Because I'm gonna be trying to do more fun stuff, more fun makeup, more like out there, more bold colors, things like that. So I need new palettes because all my palettes are old and I've thrown most of them away. So this, amazing, love it. Absolutely cannot wait to get more. I am so excited that I actually got to work with this brand and they actually sent this to me. So yay. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my TikTok right now really quick while I still can. Okay. That TikTok's about 3 minutes long. I'm gonna cut that down and edit it down so it is a little bit shorter. So, but this is the look. What do you guys think? I think, hang on. There we go. This is the look, my like fun cherry Cruella de Vil inspired look. I love it. I think it came out great. Like the eyes, again, don't pay attention to the eyeliner. It's not perfect. It doesn't need to be. But I'm loving this with these bold lashes and everything. It is like such a fun look. Look at that, look at that. Oh, and my brows are actually looking good today. They didn't fight me. What do you guys think? Again, this is from C Beauty Mall, specifically Cheeryep, the brand. They reached out to me on TikTok and were like, let's collab. So, yeah. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna have to get more of these. This is like now my new favorite thing. Alright guys, ready to see me attempt this TikTok review thing that I have to do because it's gonna be great. Alright, let's see if I can get this in. Like I've already tried doing this take like 6 times already and I keep tripping over my words. So let's see if I can do it this time without tripping over my words. So I just finished this makeup look with this palette from Cheeryep. Look at these gorgeous shimmers and metallics and gorgeous. I have a full video on YouTube of me doing this makeup look and kind of talking through it and just having fun if you want to check that out. But overall, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 because the way this applies, they apply so smoothly, they blend so smoothly, they're nice and creamy, there is no like grittiness from any like glitter or anything like that on these. It's just smooth and creamy. I mean, the way these colors look together, I used this color here, I used the red, I used this silver and this color here that's like a black but not quite black, but they blended together amazingly. And honestly, I'm going to be getting so many more of these palettes this summer because I loved it. So if you want to grab a palette that has 16 shades of gorgeous shimmers and metallics and just like, then definitely go ahead and grab this palette down below here. I was so excited when they reached out and wanted to collab with me, and I am so excited that I actually got to try out this palette because I've had my eye on this palette and the company palette for a while now. So, hated that. Hated that. Did not like that one. We're gonna go again. We're gonna go again. I'm gonna get rid of this prompt. I hate this prompt up here. I don't want this prompt. I don't like using the prompt. The prompt distracts me. I hate that up there. Ugh, so annoying. Let me get this a little bit closer here. I need to be more in frame. Oh, I'm not. Oh, adjust. There we go. That's better. I'm higher up now. I just finished this look, this fun cherry red Cruella de Vil inspired look using this palette from Cheeryep. Look at these colors, absolutely gorgeous. Love this palette. Take a pause there so I can catch my breath. And now we go again. I got this palette from them. They wanted to do a collab. I was so excited when they reached out to me. And honestly, the way these blend, the way these apply, so smooth, so soft. They blend perfectly well. These shimmers and these metallics and these just like, it's a creamy formula. It's a really soft, creamy formula. So it goes on the eye so smooth. Whether you use your... I don't even remember what I said in the first part. I'm gonna have to delete the first part. I don't even remember what I said. Oh my god. Go again. Here we go. So I just finished creating this fun Cruella de Vil inspired look with this palette from Cheeryep. Look at these shimmers and these metallics. They are so smooth, so creamy. They apply to the lid so easily, so nice. They blend together really nice. It is compact. You can take this traveling with you. It's not big and bulky. You get 16 shades. Again, look at these shades. I used this color, this red, this like silver, and this like darker color here. And oh my goodness, again, look at this look. I have a full YouTube video that I showed using this palette and also a little bit of a behind the scenes on how I made the TikToks here. But I highly recommend it. Fuck me. Go again. I'm hoping to get it this time. So I just finished this fun Cruella de Vil inspired look using this palette from Cheeryep. Look at these colors, shimmers and metallics, and that was so shitty. So I just finished creating this fun Cruella de Vil inspired look with this palette from Cheeryep. Look at these metallics and these shimmers. Oh my goodness. They are so creamy. There are 16 shades here. They apply smoothly. They blend smoothly. I am absolutely in love with this palette. It's compact. You can take it traveling with you. I'm honestly probably gonna pack this with me whenever I go on trips. This orange, I haven't gotten to play with this yet, obviously, because I want to do a Cruella de Vil inspired look, but I cannot wait to play with this orange because when I swatched it, oh my god, the swatch of it was so beautiful. But overall, I'm gonna give this palette a 10 out of 10. This look was so much fun to make, and I am so excited that they wanted to collab with me and they gave me the opportunity to collab with them. I am so gonna grab more of these palettes for this summer because I have so many more makeup looks that I want to do and I want to try, and having all of these palettes would be so much fun. So I highly recommend this. Go ahead and grab it down below there, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this as much as I do. Let me know if you have used this palette before, what you think. If you used the other palettes before, what do you think? And I can't wait to use more of this and more of these colors. It's gonna be so much fun. Yes, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna call it there. That one was a good take. I'm keeping that. I am keeping that. That is good enough. We're going with it. That was great. I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.